How are we gonna do this?
Right, what's happening, guys and girls? Welcome back to the channel. Today is a day that I've been waiting for probably about 6 months. Now, we obviously took the 930 down to have the restoration. We took it to Pennings because, you know, it needed the paint, it needed some rust work doing. Along that process, I decided to add a few more little elements and get a few more things done, including my wheels, and added another element in there. So today is the first time that I'm seeing my car all put back together, freshly painted, ready for its next adventure, which we'll talk about later on in this video. But I think let's just get into it because I haven't seen this car for 6 months and I'm so excited to see it. Let's go. Look at that! Guys, look at my car. Let's rewind 6 months. So when I brought it in here, she was looking pretty sorry for herself. We've gone over that story. If you didn't find out what happened, check out the video. I'll put the link to it up here. But today, this car looks as it should do. It looks brand new, fresh from the factory, but I absolutely love it. Like, come and have a look. All right, Scott. Look
Hi,
at
Becky.
this. This is so nice.
Don't she look great?
I'm so excited.
Looks a lot better than when she came in.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that. Look,
No?
we're going to talk about right here, right now. No, obviously this car's had a lot of work done on it and it's absolutely mint. Like, I'm so delighted with it. I keep looking at it. It's like it's brand new. Well, it is brand new.
It is virtually
Really,
brand new.
Now,
Yeah, rust-free, amazing paint job.
wheels, front
Wheels,
splitter.
front splitter, yeah.
Like, we had a big conversation about this because
Yeah, we did.
essentially well, did you find it or did I find it?
I found it.
I
You bought
found it, I ordered it, and then like this guy just disappeared for 4
God,
months.
it's got to be 4 months.
4 months, which is what's held the build up. It's not been Pennings' fault or my fault. It's literally the case of this turbo LE front splitter. We were waiting for it for months to come from Germany, and then just randomly one day it turned up. Then you got it and said, does this fit?
No, it didn't fit. Not at all. It wasn't even close to fitting.
So it was, you basically had to cut it.
Yeah, so offered it up to the car. It was about 1 inch too wide either side. So sticking out about here. So basically we had to cut it down the middle, cut a 2-inch section out of the middle, bring it closer together, rejoin that. Actually, so we used the piece that we cut out as a strengthener that's bonded onto the back of it. So, and then fiberglassed it and then sort of basically brought it back in so that it lined up with the wing.
I'm buzzed about this. Do you know what does make me laugh is like when I was first modifying cars with my Mark IV Golf, I used to buy spurious parts from across the internet and you'd get it and be like, this should fit.
Yeah.
It doesn't fit. It doesn't fit anywhere. But thankfully, these guys have taken the...
Yeah, we took the time to make it fit.
Yeah, I took the time. I mean, look at it. It's mint. Like, I absolutely love it. Like, I can't... the wheels have been refinished, like, repolished, centers, rebuilt. And we did quite a bit of, like, electrical bits and bobs, didn't we?
We did.
Because my seat didn't work.
So, yeah, the
wired in backwards and...
Yeah, you had some issues with the rear lights. They were wired around wrong. Things were coming on when you put it in reverse that shouldn't come on. Mirrors weren't working, windows weren't working, electric seat wasn't working.
Look,
that is now
she's like me. She was beautifully
Well, I mean, it's an 80s car. They're supposed to have a lot of stuff that doesn't work.
Yeah, but now it does work.
Yeah, now it all works.
Oh my goodness. I just love this thing. Do you know, I haven't seen it for a good couple of months. But every time I get in this car, I remember how special it is. Scott's actually more nervous about me taking this car than I am. He's like, I don't want to see this car again because it's been a lot of work.
Yeah. By the way, it starts on the button.
This car's better than all. Like, it's as good as my brand new, like BMWs for starting on time. It's so fun. I love it. Guys, the 930 is back. It's so good. So, I mean, you know when you look across the paintwork?
You got no wobbles.
Nothing.
No wobbles. They're flat.
It's like glass. I mean, we knew that this car was a good one anyway, and obviously we had the little bit of rust that had come down. It was on the passenger side here, wasn't it? Just on the that bit. Everything else, like, what's the stages of paint if like people don't know about paintwork? What like how many stages of paint has this had?
4 primer stages, which is where you get the flatness from.
Yeah.
That's the preparation of the primer stage, blocking it back after each primer, anti-corrosion epoxy primer, high build primer, spray filler primer. It's had a good 3 coats of base and 4 coats of lacquer. So yeah.
Is this my original rubbers?
Everything's original here.
Okay, but this has been repaired as well. So
but this has been repaired.
Before, where the intercooler was, it used to pop through it and actually damage the
So because you've got the larger 964 intercooler, when it was put on before, they took the opportunity, rather than to come up with an idea of saving the grill, just to break it and damage it. Cool. So that there was some clearance that the intercooler could fit in. So what we did, basically, we've repaired all the damage with the grill, put the new vent in, repainted that. So what we did was we've increased the size of the rubber here that sits between the spoiler and the deck lid. Yeah. So this is quite considerably thicker than the original, which has given the spoiler that slight few millimeters lift, so it clears the intercooler and no more damaged grill.
So my wheels have been refinished as well. These are a 2-piece, so we've got the freshly painted centers and polished stainless dishes.
And new studs.
Oh, you get new studs?
All brand new, yeah.
No, I'm absolutely delighted with it. It looks so mint. Like, everything is just perfect. I absolutely love it. So, onwards to RPM Technic, and I need to give this man some money. Big thank you to Pennings. Well, there you have it. That's my freshly painted 930. The guys at Pennings have done an amazing job. I mean, I haven't seen the car for a good couple of months because changing parts, different ideas. But you know what? I knew that when you leave it somewhere like that, they're going to take care of it. And you don't want to rush the process. I waited over a year to get the car restored in the first place. So there's no point. You might as well just wait till the job's done properly and it's done right. And I'm absolutely delighted with it. It's flawless. So I was having to think, the car's going to go on a few adventures over 2026. And what would be the best choice for a freshly painted car? So I was thinking, we're going to take it to an ice race. We're going to be going to the Fat Ice Race. Now, if you haven't heard of this before, it's run by a guy called Ferdy Porsche. Yes, he's the guy who is the grandson. I think he's the grandson, but he's from the Porsche family and he runs a brand called Fat International. And in Zelmsee in Austria at the end of January, they've got an ice race. So think of a frozen lake with lots of there's all sorts going there, from anything from Porsches to Lancia Deltas to, I think I've even seen like Beetlebugs, Mini Coopers. There are a few things that I am slightly worried about. First of all, this is the first time that I've taken the 911 out of the country. Second of all, I don't have any studded tyres, or I think I've got to go down a couple wheel sizes because I've got 17s on it at the moment. I don't think studded tyres fit on 17s, but these are all things we need to figure out. There's also logistics. I need to take the car in a covered trailer all the way to Austria, which I've actually driven to Austria before and it's quite a way. Then I need crew, then I need content. Then I also need to sort out graphics for the car, fuel for the car. There's many moving parts to this story that I haven't figured quite out. So I'm thinking the first thing after I take it from Pennings, I'm going to get it over to RPM Technic because there seems to be a small noise coming from the gearbox that I do remember. And before I take it all the way 1,000 miles to Austria, I should probably get that checked out. So I'm going to take it to RPM. The guys at RPM have had the car in before. They know it well. And if there's anybody that knows how to diagnose a knock in the gearbox, it's probably one of those guys. It's definitely not me. So that's the next stop for the car. We're going to take it over to RPM Technic, get some mechanical fettling done, make sure she's all good, probably do an oil change because she will need one as it hasn't been driven much over the last year. And then we're going to head all the way to Austria. I've got loads of things on my list of things to do, but it's exciting. It's the first time I've done this. I'm figuring it out as I go along. So you guys are going to be coming on the journey with me. I'm hoping that splitter that I spent a lot of time and money getting fitted to the car doesn't go in the bin at the end of all of this, but we can only hope. Wish me luck, guys. Pat's just raised a very good point. I did also say that I'm taking my E92 to the Arctic Circle. That trip is still happening. Everything is in order, parts have been ordered. There are seats, there are roof rails, there are light bars, there are tie rods, there are lock kits, handbrakes. That's all going on in the background as well. So it's all go in the Evans household. 2026 is the year of the horse. I've said to myself that I'm going to do everything that I said I wanted to do, and I'm committing, guys. I am going to take these two cars to opposite ends of the earth, and we're going to go do some ice driving. But first, that car needs to get over to RPM. Wish me luck on the studded tyre find. And yeah, I guess we'll see you on the other side. Pat, how are we going to do this? Do you know, it's been so long since I've driven this car and I forgot how much fun it is. Like, it's just unreal. I mean, it's the 4-speed 3.3. It's always going to be good, but you know, when you haven't driven something for 6 months and you get back in it, I was like in the beginning a little bit scared because obviously it's fresh paint, but then yeah, gave it a rip. It sounds amazing. It looks amazing. We are now at RPM Technic. So obviously we have the small thing of an ice race next week. Now I'm still in the process of figuring out like, what do I still need? There are a few little mechanical fettling things that I need to have looked over because when I put the car into first gear, it has this weird kind of like knock. I don't know what that is. So I'm gonna bring it here. And the guys here have always been really good to me and looked after this car as one of their own. So it's gonna come here for a couple of days, figure out what that is. Hopefully it's not something too bad. I've had everything from like, maybe it's a diff, maybe it's the engine mounts, maybe it's this. I'm hoping it's something super simple because we've only got probably like 3-4 days because I still haven't figured out wheels and snow studs and PPF, maybe PPF. I don't know, guys. At least I know it's in good hands. We've got a couple of days left before we go to the ice race. It's gonna be fine. I don't necessarily know what I'm doing, but that's all part of the fun. So I'm gonna leave this baby here. I'm delighted to have it back. Big, big thank you to Pennings for having it down. I mean, they've really, really looked after the car. I'm absolutely buzzed with how good it looks. Like, everything is meant. The next time you'll see this car, we'll be loading it up on a truck and we'll be heading out to Austria. So I'll see you guys then.